Okay, let's get into it. Today we're doing a deep dive on a very specific piece of hardware, the Blustream MX22AB-8K.
Hmm.
It's basically a traffic cop for the absolute highest-end video signals out there.
It is. And I think the mission for you listening is to really get why a device like this is necessary. We're talking about leveraging the full HDMI 2.1 feature set.
So not just saying you have it, but actually using it.
Exactly. Uncompromised 8K at 60 hertz and maybe more importantly, 4K at 120 hertz. We're going to look at how this little box makes that happen.
Right, so at its core, it's a 2x2 matrix switcher. 2 sources, 2 displays, though the specs do mention 4 inputs, which is interesting.
Yeah, there's some flexibility there.
And for context, the price right now is sitting at about $593. Comes with a 5-year warranty, which is pretty solid.
That's a good warranty for this kind of gear.
So let's unpack the main event here, the performance. The headline spec is that it supports the HDMI 2.1 40 Gbps specification.
And that's everything. That massive bandwidth is the secret sauce. Without it, you just can't push these ultra-high red signals without some kind of, compression.
You hit a wall immediately.
You do. And what's fascinating is why that 40 gigs per second is so critical. A lot of people see 8K 60 support.
Right, and they think that's the whole story.
But that's often using YCBCR 4.2.0 color, which is fine, but the real killer app for this, the most demanding signal, is actually for high-end gaming.
You're talking 4K 120 hertz.
4K 120, but with full RGB or 4.4.4 color, uncompressed 10-bit, that's what your next-gen consoles and high-end PCs are putting out.
And this matrix makes sure that signal gets through intact.
Exactly. And of course, it supports the gaming features you'd expect. ALM for auto low latency mode and VRR, variable refresh rate.
Okay, but handling that much data isn't just about the pipe being big enough, it's got to be stable. So how does it handle the digital handshake?
That is a great question. That's where you separate the good gear from the bad. It's fully HDCP 2.3 compliant, so all your protected content from streaming services or Blu-rays will play without issue.
No black screens of death.
Hopefully not. And critically, it has advanced EDD management. Think of EDD as the language your source and display speak to each other.
It's negotiation.
It's the negotiation. And having robust EDD management prevents those frustrating handshake failures when you turn everything on.
Okay, so the video pipeline is rock solid. Let's shift gears to audio, because you can't forget about sound.
Of course not. And the Matrix supports, all known HDMI audio formats, so your high-def stuff is covered.
Like Dolby Atmos, True HD.
Yep, Dolby Atmos, Dolby True HD, DTS HD, Master Audio. Whatever you throw at it, it passes it through. But that raises another question. What if your sound system is a bit older?
All right, what if you have a great amplifier that only has, say, an optical input?
That's where the audio breakout function comes in.
Yeah.
And it's a fantastic feature.
So it strips the audio out of the HDMI stream.
It does, and it does it concurrently. So you can send the original HDMI audio to your display, but at the same time, it outputs the sound to an analog 3.5mm jack and an optical SPDIF port.
That's incredibly versatile.
It is. It lets you integrate modern sources with legacy audio gear seamlessly. And controlling all this is pretty straightforward, too. It has auto switching.
So it just detects when a source power is on.
Yeah, it can sense either the 5V signal or the TMDS video signal itself. But you also have full manual control from the front panel, IR remote, or even an RS-232 port for those pro installs.
So pulling it all together, what this really means for you is that the Blustream MX22AB-8K is sort of this central nervous system. It removes the bottleneck.
It does.
It's the component that ensures the insane bandwidth from your HDMI 2.1 sources actually makes it to your HDMI 2.1 display with no compromises.
Absolutely. It ensures the signal gets where it needs to go at full quality every single time, which, leads to a final thought for you to mull over. Given that a device like this can handle these theoretical limits of 8K 60 and 4K 120, what's really the weakest link in a high-end home theater setup today? Is it the display itself? Is it the source struggling to output that signal consistently? Or is it something as simple and as tricky as the cabling you're using to maintain that perfect 40 Gbps signal integrity?